How's it going? Oh, come on. Come on, chat. Work. OBS is being stupid. Uh, all right, here we go. Okay, I think I got it fixed. All right, let's get this set up. Hold on a second, I'm getting my game set up. I'm just sort of winging it and going live right now and seeing if I can get this to work. I'll put my okay, that works. Got my BRB screen up. Sorry about that. I'll get that taken care of. I'm just trying to get signed in. Alright, there we go. I'm getting in, hold on. I'll get this started shortly. Alright, I should be able to switch over to my live scene at this point. Just gotta love how annoying EA's applications can be at times. Hold on. I apologize for all the technical difficulties. They really should move all the games on Origin over to their new app because it seems like Origin is not working consistently. Alright. Don't really need my cam overlay on for this. Let me make sure that it's got the audio going to the right channels really quick. All right. All right, I'll start a new, I think I'll start off with a new save. All right. There we go. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm just getting my Sims set up for the game, for the file. Kind of customizing them some. Just kind of starting them in a basic house, and I might upgrade it as they need to upgrade. Let's see, what do I... Just kind of setting things up. Because the premise of these characters is that they're supposed to be kind of a couple of streamers, or would-be amateur streamers. Oh, actually, hold on. There we go. There we go. Get into the same system. Get one for her. There we go. Give me 1 second. Doing some very minor control. Just turning on some minor flags to make the game a little bit more, a little less micromanagey. Yeah, the two of my characters are meant to sort of be live streaming, and gimmick of this is it's not. It was originally intended to be a scenario challenge, but unfortunately, the actual scenario that's tied up in it is broken, and it hasn't gotten updated to where it works with the current patches. So I'm kind of doing it improv style, and so instead of that, kind of doing more of an improv challenge where the I'm just sort of enforcing some basic rules saying that their income can only come from content creation and can't come from any secondary lines of employment. Plus, this is also kind of a test for me, kind of doing some stuff with custom thumbnails and the like. Oops. Yeah. Okay. So there was a toggle to make it so that the game doesn't kind of stop doing autonomous stuff or stop doing stuff while it's. Oh, welcome wagon. I'll have the two of them get on stream so they can interact with the new townie sims that are coming up. Because might as well let them have a little bit of social interaction with the other sims. Let's see. There we go. Also, a curious fact is, for whatever reason, she gets to start as a copper play button, but I think if I were to sign him up for the same job, yeah, that's so weird. But there's like a little bit of baked-in bias there, where the game actually. Oops. All right, have these two do some live streaming between. have her respond to some DMs because that's part of her progression goal. And have her do some live streaming because she's got to get some subscribers. Unfortunately, I grabbed the wrong thumbnail icon for this video. I wonder, is there any way I can, from the YouTube dashboard, change that? I imagine there is. I'm just not super experienced with YouTube's live streaming interface. Change to this, and don't worry, I'm still here. I'm just letting the game kind of run on autopilot while I do other stuff. At least I hope it's running on it. I really wish there was a toggle that let me set it so that the game will do stuff on its own even while it's not in focus. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. Update. Oh, okay, it still keeps going. That's good. Basically, their job working as a YouTuber is just a rabbit hole job that they go to off screen and come back. Of course, for the first little bit, it's not that huge of a deal. They just need to do the basic career advancement milestone stuff. Let's see. 20 subscribers. Oh, okay. He's got to respond to his stream DMs. To get to the next progression tier. I'd forgotten about that. He's got to do like one more. Okay. Do just chatting stream. Clean that up. Need to grab a drone, unfortunately, because with the Machino pack, for some odd reason, I can't find a Wi-Fi enabled, oops. Gotta clear out the notification box because when I says they're live streaming, they populate the notification box really quickly. And create a social media profile. or take a break from streaming to do the same thing. Guess I actually did that in a timely, like a good timing, because they actually had to stop and go to work anyways. Get their fame upgrades. Socialize with coworkers. Oops, not what I was aiming to do. Yeah, it might take a few days of them being on to get their career advancements up. Alright, it's kind of getting this rolling. Trying to get them to get some levels. Oh, okay, she was being offered. She needs to go out and do something. Alright. Yeah, I'll admit, games like The Sims aren't exactly games I'm like super confident in my ability to keep commentary up over. Okay, so what are they wanting to do? Oh, okay. They're just coming here to watch some fireworks display. Oh, okay. It's like a museum or art exhibit. Oh, right. I think I accidentally toggled off sim autonomy. Gameplay. Okay, apply settings. There we go. Alright. Oh. Yeah. I get notification walls overfilled. Just trying to let my sim kind of do a little bit of socializing. Wait for this fireworks display to happen. Oh, that's kind of a cool looking bar set. Alright, have her at hose, and she's accomplished that social event. Yeah. I know the notification wall is getting over full. Alright. Yeah. Trying to get like a shareable link. There we go. That. Do. Oh, I didn't update my freaking thumbnail image. That sucks. Maybe it's because it... will update after it becomes a VOD or something. Probably. Okay. Come over here, have him fix the computer. Work on his handiness skill. Usually I have the mail sandwiches based after me kind of be the handyman sim of the, or the handiness sim of the two. Also kind of try and have them develop different skill sets. So that way they can be a little bit more diverse. Context of what they're able to do and figure out more interesting things that they could potentially do for their YouTube content. Oh yeah, actually, while I'm thinking about it, I'll do some stuff. One for her and one for him. This way they can do some stuff that's required for the progression goals. Streaming chat with viewers. Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of gonna go in here and blow up the UI a little bit because I'm struggling to see it. Sorry about the noise. I'm just looking for my other pair of glasses. My lenses are a little fogged up. Alright. Yeah, the next objective I have for either of them is that oops. Repair is one of the reasons why I flagged all my Sims as immortal, is so that way I can afford to have them repair things on their own and not have to worry about them dying because they electrocuted themselves. Okay, they got 5 hours until they have to go to work between the two of them. Alright, I'll let them. Alright, and they are up to work again. Just gotta try and let them. Oh, why is his. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Every sim has their own different behavioral habits. So it might be that I need to have him focus a little bit more on socializing or something. Like socializing when he's at work or something. We might just need to get used to interacting with more of his coworkers more or something. Because I think what it is, his social stats are. Oh, great. The game's lagging out again. Oops. Yeah, that's what happens when the message box gets too full. Yeah, I think he just needs to, like, interact with his fellow Sims a little bit more in order to. So during his next shift, I'll have him focus entirely on socializing. Try and bring up his social rating. I really wish there was a way you could kind of automate. Guessing when they say mukbang, they just mean like an eating stream. Oh, the drone kind of died. Oh, there we go. That's what counted for it. Okay. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Figured I'd mute myself. I'm trying to actually branch out and do different games and stuff. Sort of diversify a little bit. Normally I mostly play Hearthstone Battlegrounds, but yeah, no. I'll admit I'm not super in, like, I don't have a ton of fun with the game because right now the actual game aspect of it just feels really weak sauce. Like, it feels really stagnant. The meta usually winds up revolving around the same sort of board setups every single game. Oh, actually, I'll have them both each grab one of the streaming drones and put it in their inventory so that way they can have it around on hand and be able to stream whenever they're out and about. Oh, I think they're getting ready to go to work. Yeah, active work autonomy takes precedent over yeah. I love how MCM partner is one of the level ups for the YouTuber role, which is kind of ironic considering we go out to the park and we have him go out somewhere and do some streaming with the drone. Yeah, camera. No. No, I don't want to move households. I want to just travel by himself. Just go to like the park or something. The streaming drone and pull the drone out of his inventory and start streaming. Oh, that's cool. He can just practice to be or practice as a singer. That's, oh yeah, I forgot that's probably one of the features from the City Living pack. They recently got that. It's a nice way to. That's interesting. You can clearly hear him doing singing scales, which is really weird to hear interspersed with regular Simlish. It's like you can clearly hear him going do re mi fa sol la ti do, or at least bits and pieces of that interspersed with his regular Simlish. It seems a little out of place that they couldn't find like an analogous. Alright. I think the battery. Inventory. Alright. I guess I'll send him back home. Since the whole point of that was just to send him out and do a stream and to meet that requirement. Trying to balance things a little bit. Dinner. Mac and cheese. And inventory, drone, start streaming. Just trying to kind of do what I can to flex into different skills so that way they'll get some decent progression in different spots. Especially in between their work shifts. I also hate that the notification will, every time there's a loading transition, seems to shrink itself. Oops, sorry, computer broke. Repair. Eventually, I plan to upgrade the house and add a second floor so that way I can do stuff like have a crafting bench upstairs where they can, or he can practice the handiness skill. Just I'm kind of waiting until I get a decent amount of money, or a decent amount of simoleons saved up. Okay, play this back at normal speed. So that way I get all the little bonuses I can to their work ethic. The annoying part is switching sims sort of seems to mess up their progress. Like you can't, like it screws up the progress tracking for them. So you can't tell if they're actually gaining positive progress toward their next career level up or not. Because it like mess. Okay, so he's a bit of a slacker, it seems like, because it seems like he benefits a lot when he's slacking. He's kind of antisocial, or he's not super into social interactions. Or at least hanging out with his coworkers. Yeah, I can imagine it being a pain in the ass to juggle larger families of Sims, or larger households of Sims, because it results in situations where, especially if multiples of them are working or at school, it seems like even if they have all their motives constantly maxed out, it still feels like it can take a significant time to actually max out their work motives to where they actually will rank up in their job to any significant degree. Not working normally. Trying to figure out which one of these will get her meter to start increasing normally. Unfortunately, it seems like it's kind of random which one will cause their work motives to go up. At any given point during their work shift. If you're trying to push them to get promoted or something. Seems like it takes a lot of micromanaging to get them up. Into the final zone where they'll get a promotion at the end of the shift. Oh, sorry, if you hear a lot of my chair creaking, that's more of a me thing. It's just the fact that I'm tend to shift around a lot in my chair. Wouldn't quite call it restless leg syndrome or anything like that. It's just I can't sit perfectly still for prolonged periods of time because I just feel like I have to move a little bit now and then to kind of get into a comfortable spot. And it's just me kind of shifting around in the chair, and that creaking is just the chair sort of wobbling as I move around. Not sure how long I'll go on this stream. I'll probably might go for an hour or two. Just doing this is kind of an experiment, plus it gives me an excuse to toy around with some thumbnail graphics that I and a friend of mine came up with for my streams. Oh yeah, I guess I shouldn't really have my Twitch specific overlay up, unless I was also co-streaming to Twitch or something. The issue I find with co-streaming to Twitch is it feels like a lot of the time, it not only does it not really overtly benefit you, but it also seems like, especially for the extra performance impact that you have to deal with having two different NVENC encoders eating up your GPU, or two different encoding streams eating up your computer's resources, it can... Oh, right. Let's see. Okay, I'm at... Okay, I think he's got like the entire weekend off to stream, so I should be able to catch up his celebrity rating a little bit, or at least grind it a little further. Oh, there we go. I hit one of the aspiration thresholds. Actually kind of bugging out the UI, it seems like. Hey, does he not have the streaming drone in his inventory anymore? That's weird. I swear I had him grab it again. Oh, unless it's just like constantly updating goals or something. Unfortunately, it'll kind of be difficult to judge whether or not this is a failure just based on it. I might have to do a few different streams in order to kind of get a feel for... Alright. Let's at least try this.
Ajn Pikachu 215. Hi hi.
Hey,
Just
how's it
sneaking in
going?
here.
No problem.
Slightly smiling face.
Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Yeah, just kind of trying out YouTube streaming for the first time, for one of the first times, so I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna wind up liking it or not. I figured I'd at least give it an honest shot just to see how it works. Okay. So where in the world? I oh. All right, have my sim sign up for the open mic. So what you up to? And actually, thanks for swinging by because it gave me a reason to test to see if my chat reader software was actually working for YouTube properly. Yeah, I try to do what I can to not actually like advertise my streams on people's servers because I either forget to delete the links and then wind up feeling like an ass for not doing it, or I get yelled at by Automod bots that are like, "Oh, you forgot to delete your post. If you forget to delete it too many more times, we'll kick you." I was like, screw it. I'll just play things safe. Oh. All right, have my sim go up for the open mic. Yeah, well, if it gives him an excuse to practice the comedy skill. I think I lost their stream. I think I lost his streaming drone though. I think I might have to buy him a new one. What I mean by lost it is I think it glitched and forgot to put it in his inventory when he went to when I went to a place earlier to have him stream outside, and hopefully all the audio is working properly. Sheesh. Oh yeah, what I could do is I could pull OBS over onto this monitor and then bring the game back in focus. Uh, there we go. That should bring everything back into level. Yeah, my two Sims are sort of amateur streamers, and they're trying to make a light living for themselves. Trying to get up this aspiration tree. That's specific to them being Twitch streamers.
Flarbin Theory. Yazip. Bimbus.
Propampe. Who's like Jeffro?
Thompson Abuna.
Hey. Gibaru.
Let's way. Widdis Nazorpal. Vorbna Chimna. Widdis Chimna. Jabe Widdis Nazorpal. Boy. Limpy. Chevy. Skiba Boff. Yeah. Charky one. Jabe Widdis Chimna. Trimham. Flordan. Ugnatit Widdis Nazor Ravoy. Widdis Chimna. Ugnatit Widdis Nazor Ravoy.
See.
Widdis Chimna. Trimham. Sashel. Nibs Gamal. Skiba Boff Ibana. Yeah. Boy. Charky one. Shobi Gombre. Shobi Part X Bomb. XP.
Oh yeah, I forgot this expansion pack added like karaoke machines and shit. That's cool. So people can practice their singing. That's actually kind of cool.
Oxnaz. Spin up. Yad. Narba.
Yeah, trying to get them, or get my sim to be more interactive and. Let's see, this is the next work shift. Okay, he's got 3 days.
Ajn Pikachu 215. Interesting that you're streaming on YT.
Yeah, I'm just giving it a try. Seeing if there's any major differences and stuff. Besides, I've been trying to come up with ideas of new stuff to put on my YouTube channel anyways. I just thought, why not on a whim just try and do some live stream content. I do hate that you can't, or as far as I know, it doesn't like it basically categorizes your live stream stuff as separate content from your regular videos, which kind of sucks. Because I think if you do too much live streaming relative to the number of videos you're uploading or something like that, it screws with your ratios and makes it so that it makes it even harder for you to get discovered. Oh, nice, he's up to 3-star celeb status. So what you up to today? Besides swinging by and coming to hang out? I do appreciate the support, by the way. I was thinking of dropping a link in the SSS Discord, but I didn't want to like accidentally forget about it and be like, oops, I forgot about it, and then
Ajin PK 215. Just woke up.
Okay.
Slightly smiling face.
I saw your post on the Who I Supported channel. I was like, wait a second, I didn't see you here until after you posted in chat for the first time. Hello, I think his AI is broken. Okay, I think his autonomy is broken. Oh, here. Okay, I think I've got to reset him and have him go home or something because his AI is... Okay. I'm going to cancel that action. Okay. Now he should be able to... Okay, there we go. Now it's working properly. I still say it's weird hearing The Sims go through like regular singing scales in English, right? Instead of them having like a Simlish equivalence. It feels out of character. I know that sounds weird to project, but it's like... Hopefully the cover, the thumbnail I can't... Well, okay, I can't completely take credit for it. I came up with the base idea for it, but a friend of mine came up with a more neatened up version of the thing, so I can't really say that it was entirely my doing. Actually, speaking of which, I need to go in there and actually give him due credit in the video properties. Let's see. Like in the freaking
Ajin PK 215. I never got into Sims except on Facebook.
Oh yeah, I kind of know like several of the people in the SSS Discord that are like super into it, and that's kind of what got me into it. only recently got a decent array of expansion packs where I actually felt like I had enough content in the game to really enjoy playing on top of the mods. Let me see if I can do this. Plus, another thing is I'm kind of grinding on my way to try and get up to 100 subscribers on YouTube, because it's because at 100 subscribers I can get a custom channel URL, so I can have something that's a little bit more distinct than my piece of crap one. Like my random generated garbled nonsense that YouTube makes automatically for you. Also, just do this. Hold on. Where is my freaking live stream? Hold on. And here you go. There's a shout out to the friend who I mentioned was responsible for making my thumbnail.
Kuga21. https://www.youtube.com/c/Dragonslayer Productions 1.
Yeah, sorry about that. I felt like I should go on ahead and do that because I promised I'd add a shout out in the description, so I figured, I'll also go on ahead and do that in the actual chat as well. Because it felt wrong to not do that. Oh, and if you wonder, I've got it set so my or got it flagged so that my Sims don't suffer motive decay purely because I really don't feel like micromanaging their motives all the time, and it feels silly to have to do that, especially when you're trying to tell more of a story than or more highlight their progression over time rather than having to deal with the little bits of micromanagement over time. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I do kind of wish there was an option to like convert your stream VODs over to regular videos without having to like record them separately and re-upload them. It seems like that would be a really useful function if you had the ability to do that. Fortunately, the thing with The Sims is it's kind of one of those games where there's a lot of sort of autopilot-y stuff that happens. Or you kind of can just leave The Sims going autonomously and do other things, or just hang out and talk about other stuff while they're doing their thing. Which is actually kind of nice. Ooh, this is kind of a nice looking map.
Basamu. Hey.
Dag dag.
Let's see. Oh, and I apologize if the game UI is a little big or obtrusive. It's just I have a hard time seeing things. Especially when it comes to like these numbers here. When they're like really, when they have to use a smaller font size. Aw. Get this little squirt autograph.
Tama.
Where's he at?
Ajahn Pikachu 215. Are you building a place?
Right now I'm kind of just working with one of the stock preloaded houses that came on the map that I'm in. But I do plan to expand it a little bit. More than likely expand it vertically, since that's the only real way I can expand it given the lot size. Because it's just one of those little, like, 2x wide mobile home type.
Ajahn Pikachu 215. I see. I see.
I did notice that it seems like there's a noticeable delay in how... Like, it's not a delay in how responsive... Like, I think I've got it set for ultra low latency mode. As far as, like, when I'm streaming. But I think what happened is there's, like, a weird, like, delay between when the message posts in the OBS chat tracker versus when it actually posts live on YouTube for some reason. Or at least that's what I'm kind of thinking at the moment. Aw. Oh yeah, it's because she's locked in a thing. And
Ajahn Pikachu 215. BRB, gonna go chat with more SSS people.
Hey, I'm just
Ajahn
happy to have
Pikachu
people
215.
dropping by. Hopefully,
I'll be here in lurk mode.
Yeah, hopefully at least YouTube does a better job tracking lurkers than frickin' Twitch does at times. I swear I feel like Twitch is really buggy with that.
Shemp, Spala Gorbanay, Quinny.
Sposhim. Ulak Zerf. Zombas. Shibi. Chabina. Levitate breads and his shimmery jumping slop.
And I'm just sort of letting them fill out the requirement for this little interaction thing, and then I can send them back home. The more of those that they finish, the better. For them to their social motives. Let's see.
Oh, Ravome. Bimby. Uh-huh. Ah! Oh, yips!
Eventually, I'll probably add like a second and maybe even a third floor onto this house.
Oh, Nusha!
So kind of trying to see how much Sims stuff I can fit into a 2-hour block of it.
Ah, so.
He still needs a lot of. She still needs a lot of followers.
Ooh, I know. Oh, Nusha! Bimby. Uh-huh. What? Oh, Hispa. Oh, yibs! Farsib. Yucks. Warma. Oh, Nusha. Ah, so.
And have him enter like a PUBG tournament. Let's see how this works.
Nizo. Gone, Flurba, Zamzo. Renoid Bifete. Huh. Ah. Oh. Rena.
Baby.
Oh. Ah. Epic Roy.
The game looks like Chivalry.
Tib Tib.
Or I guess... Crap, I was gonna try and make a pun out of Sims and Chivalry put together, but I can't get it to roll off the tongue right. Symbolry. Ah, his computer died. Mid-tournament. No. Yeah, so unfortunately timed. Maybe...
Flipple.
Some. Yazib. Bimbit.
Well, he's getting a call in.
Yanabi. So.
Suwoda Beanie. Marpasa Kapol. Usanet Zarspa. Wutsani. Maruthe. Wenzel Theme.
Nibs Yamal.
Unfortunately, because of all the extra messages,
Bimpy.
one thing that does bug me about YouTube streaming, though, is it feels like the way it's set up is you don't really have an option for dynamically switching between games. there's not like a quick category swap or anything.
Ah, kangaroo. Nagula shone. Make it norma.
Baruni, Detsy Tway.
So exactly where is this flea market that I'm supposed to be buying shit from? Oh, there we are. So exactly where is the flea market segment in this map, or in this area that they're talking about? Well, this is actually a decently expansive open world segment. It looks like some of these places could almost be rabbit holes if this were Sims 3. What I mean by rabbit holes is basically places where the yeah, I'm trying to find. Oh. Oh, I guess I had to buy like an actual piece of furniture, is what they're telling me.
Olaba. Flurbus.
There we go. That's what I had to do. Perfect. Okay, I didn't know where I had to go to buy what thing. Or what thing I had to interact with and buy in order to have it give me credit for it. You'll learn. I don't know, I was just trying to use this as a way to test things out, but and I kind of have an idea of how it works. I might end the stream off at the top of the hour and rotate either to something different or see how this goes. Before I do though,
Wambosi Palingo.
close enough. Just using that as a quick way to grab a solid screen grab of my Sims. Really quick.
Ina.
Oblish. Bernala Flo.
Yeah, I feel like this was a pretty okay session.
Brinka Shalbo. Obani. Jessene. Wixona Zarspa. Penthip. Fabrice.
Sycophus. Balavoid Palakins. Fweb Bichelja. Kanad Civic. Yasanar.
Yeah, among the mods I have installed, I have Wicked Winds and a few odds and then or the MC Control Center, which is basically like a general purpose mod that, aside from just basic utility stuff, also has features like, I think it's basically a mod that almost every Sims
Redrake.
player uses.
Awesome.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for swinging by. I'll admit this is like one of my first couple of times making any attempt to stream on YouTube versus doing it on Twitch. Mostly just trying to come up with ideas of stuff to put on my YouTube channel and try to draw viewers in. Because I'd like to hit my 100 sub threshold so I can get a custom channel URL as opposed to just being stuck with the one I have that's generated by YouTube at random. Okay, I'd have him start streaming, but I think they've got work in a little bit, so probably after they leave for work, I'll probably call that a good point to save and quit. Need to get their work motives up a little bit so they can actually get promoted to higher tiers. Thanks for swinging by, Ryder Week. I appreciate it. I've been trying to lurk in your streams when I can't, when I catch you online and everything. Hopefully my thumbnail looks my cover thumbnail for the stream looks decent. I've been sort of asking around for some help to, like, I kind of came up with a general idea for the thumbnail on my own. I just needed some help polishing it. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the idea that they keep the idea of the rating system behind the new YouTube live redirect feature behind
Redrake.
requiring
Looks good better than my cursed ones lul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This character, or well, these two are supposed to sort of be sort of amateur streamers that are growing into content creators. Originally, I had a scenario lined up I was going to use, but unfortunately, a few patches ago, the game got some really big feature updates that broke some of the that broke the scenarios and made it so that only official EA scenarios work at the moment. And so third-party modded ones don't work at the moment. So I'm just sort of creating my own sort of surrogate replacement for that, where their only real source of income can come from content creation on YouTube or Twitch or from streaming. The only difference is with the scenario, they also had to pay back a bunch of debt that they owed to a guy that provided them with a house or set them up with a house and all sorts of other stuff that he paid for. And there was a restriction on it saying that they couldn't make income from actual lines of employment. So, like, they couldn't have an actual regular job in order to do it. They had to make it entirely through streaming. And the YouTuber job that I'm having them do technically counts as a career, so it would disqualify them from being able to do that scenario challenge, at least in the way it was intended. So I'm just sort of enforcing a similar rule set, just with the exemption that they don't have the NPC to pay back. Yeah, the male sim I sort of patterned and named after myself, and then the other, the female sim I patterned out kind of after a friend of mine back in high school. And also gave her the person's name, just as sort of a tributary reference to them. Alright. And at least our work motive is slowly going up. Okay. Working hard isn't helping. Socialize isn't working. It's kind of annoying when you just can't tell exactly what is causing them to not gain meter here. Okay, he's already at the safe threshold where he'll get a job promotion soon. Yeah, I really hate playing sort of round robin with these options, trying to figure out which one is going to get their work motives to go up. There we go. Because their meter only goes up when you see that little arrow there. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to bash into them. Kind of leaned my head in a little bit, and side of my headphones kind of bopped into the microphone. Hopefully my audio quality and everything sounds good. God, I love this new mic that I have. The Wave Series microphones from Elgato are just freaking awesome value for the dollar in terms of their functionality. Oops.
Ina.
Hey, Zach.
Let's see.
Uh-huh. Wadida.
Yeah. The hilarious part is she started 3 ranks above him in the job slotting.
Watanabe.
Like, he just got to where she started.
Obero. You had a belt. This boy. Merkid.
Is that supposed to be like a joking reference to the career bias for YouTube and Twitch streamers? Or like just because she's a attractive female sim that she got.
Oh, Nimbahisk. Oh. Oh.
That she got she got early placement and higher positioning.
Ah, Yanabi. Ah, so. Ah, Yanabi.
I was contemplating dropping off, but at least seeing someone swing by seeing you drop by kind of at least gave me a reason to stick around for a little bit longer.
Ah, so.
There are some features I really wish that YouTube would implement,
Oh, Lucia.
like convenience features, like the ability to switch games in real time instead of having to like end a stream and start a new one.
Irma Flip.
To switch games within the same session.
Nimbus.
I really wish I had a way of just automatically clearing the wall post
Redrake.
after a certain.
I'm just sitting here making a new drawn Drake in paint lol Prairie chill here.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I wish I had any, like you're sort of setting up a new avatar for yourself, like one of your new, overlay avatars for your, VTuber thing. That's cool.
What up?
Or at least that's what I'm assuming you're making. I've kind of debated on if I'd want to make like a
Redrake.
VTuber.
Aqua is going live. I hear she got a second copyright strike thanks from Super Puppy.
Oh yeah, I would be surprising. I find the hilarious part about that whole debacle being the fact that it's Superhound impersonating DSP, and he's making a really shitty attempt at impersonating him. Like, the few people I've seen images of getting strikes from him, it's labeled as Dark Side Phil, instead of actually bothering to label it as DSP Gaming to make it look more convincing that it's actually from him. I don't think at any point does Phil actually ever, like, for what inconsistent branding he has, he bothers I think his like internal thing that he registered the channel under is registered as DSP Gaming, not Dark Side Phil. So it's it's obviously a false flag. And it's obviously someone impersonating him rather than actually being someone who's makes you wonder if Superhound's trying to dox people or trying to get information on people from the DSP detractor community. Oh God, I would hope he's not. I would hope he at least has the decency to not be pulling that sort of nonsense. Like false flagging just to get information that he can use to turn around and like harass people. That would be a colossal dick move. Almost as bad as what LTG has been doing for
That's
June
all
the
it is,
King.
just to get info for some odd reason.
Yeah, hopefully my overlay is not too intrusive. I'm kind of using the overlay I would normally use during a Twitch stream, because I just hadn't set it up. Also, that's one thing that kind of bugs me about stream elements is
that's how people get shot, so I hope that what happens to Super Puppy LOL. Budsbut.
Whoa.
Ibututube. Redrake, that's how people get shot, so I bet that what happens to Super Puppy butt.
Oh yeah, I forgot Restream can do that. It can relay stuff from one chat to another.
I got toxified, sorry LOL.
Yeah. See, did you see that message from the Restream bot, by the way? Just curious. That's kind of cool that it can actually, like, relay messages like that from... Because that bot, bot is only in my Twitch chat. Also, I got that...
Yeah, pretty cool, no equals ice edition. Redrake.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, plus if you take a look at my little chat overlay, I kind of got it doing this little pseudo 3D effect where the chat's kind of at an offset angle rather than just being sort of straight on. I kind of like the way that looks because it kind of makes it look different from people's normal chat overlays. I debated whether I would want to do like DSP related content in terms of like me giving my responses to his bullshit commentary on stuff. But it's like, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole of doing DSP or doing lolcow videos and then only being really known for lolcow videos, and then I try and do other stuff and then no one wants to come to my shit because
Redrake. Not worth it, DSP is boring anyway.
Yeah. I think he's been going out of his way to make his shit more boring so it deters people from making this is how you don't play videos. God. That was funny yesterday when you were watching that segment of him. This is how you don't play fricking Mist, and you are just going absolutely livid. That was hilarious to listen to. I got a kick out of it. I'm not a huge fan of I haven't played any of the Mist titles, but God, that was hilarious to listen to from someone who seems to have a really fairly decent connection with the series. Alright, it should probably... Okay, they've got like 12 more hours before they have to go to their next work shift. So they can keep cranking out stream time.
Is this Burba?
Actually, speaking of Sims, I'm honestly astonished that freaking EA hasn't came up with the idea that they're potentially, or would potentially do a new entry in the series and try to, because they've been milking The Sims 4 for quite a while now at this point. It seems like, or at least been getting a decent, fairly significant amount of mileage out of it. At the very least. It seems like it's well overdue for them to just start fresh with a new title. Given everything. Okay, these two have work in like 6 hours, so I'll just go ahead and let the time elapse. Setting them. Yeah, here's kind of the place they're living in right now. Or at least a little flyover view of it. Nothing too big or fancy, just the basic, like, 2-person house. I'll probably expand it with an upper floor at some later point. Once I've got a reasonable amount of money banked up. Yeah, have bills be auto-paid so that way I don't have to manually interact with the mailbox. Yeah, lately I've been trying to like do like edited videos for my channel so that way I'm at least putting a little bit more effort into stuff than someone we know, but wanting to get her up to her next promotion threshold. I do have to wonder when it comes to that whole getting a custom channel URL thing, if you get like 100 subs and then subs fall, then you make the custom URL, does it stick with you if those subs fall off? think the only thing my stream doesn't really have at the moment is like one of those cool little intro graphics. I wouldn't want like some crappy slideshow like what's this dipshit uses. Because I feel like static slideshow like that is just really shitty.
Wafa.
Okay, let's take a look. See, okay, he's about to. He's like one shift of work away from getting a promotion. It's always weird seeing Sims AI just kind of go all bork bork.
Sula.
Hopefully, hopefully, if I maybe start doing some more streaming on YouTube, maybe I can start pulling enough of an audience and maybe convert in some more subs. Yeah, I do kind of wish that YouTube system for streaming enabled more freeform, like you don't have to necessarily set up a fixed event for streaming. Instead, it's just, oh, hey, I can just go live. I guess the argument there is they wanted the platform to focus more around event-based streaming rather than like have pre-scheduled events, rather than the sort of open-ended like just press go and or just press go live and stream sort of format that Twitch has. Because I guess the argument there is the problem with, oh shit. Do. And see, let me give it a soundboard. Apparently, I just got to checking on Twitter, and one of our friends in the community has been struck down by the copyright or the YouTube gods, apparently. Holy shit!
Who?
15 strikes all in the span of a day. Dave Davidson just got completely nuked. and you can guess by who. Mr. Super Puppy. Rip, that's a bunch of fucking old Phil content that will just be gone the fuck out of here. Unless someone managed to back up a bunch of it before his channel got nuked. Which I'm assuming probably not. Let's just hope none of the...
Redrake. Feels bad, man.
Yep, let's just hope that frickin' Outsider isn't the next one to fall victim. Cause you know, if he hit off Dave Davidson, then I can't imagine that the other detractors aren't going to be next. Especially not the ones that, because specifically Dave did a lot of the "This is how you don't play" videos. Like after Evil AJ's run on them, of course. Like he was like the second generation of "This is how you don't play" stuff, and then we have people like Secret, and to a lesser extent, there's like a couple of others that more recently started doing them, but like Dave and Outsider are the two biggest ones I know off the top of my head that do them. So him getting nailed means that if he can get nailed, and according to a tweet longer, he's not going to actively attempt to go out of his way to get my channel. It's just like, oh. Oh shit, I had Aqua's stream up in the background and fucking DSP's shitty fucking music cut in, and I was like, it's fucking startled myself. It's fucking regrettable to hear that, because it's more shitty that some scumbag, some actual scumbag. I gotta qualify that, because freaking DSP throws the word scumbag around as much as he throws around the word thus, while also misusing it. But fucking Super Puppy is like legit fucking genuinely needs something done. I mean, I respect Dave's decision to not press the ideal of trying to get his channel back at the expense of potentially getting doxxed over it. But God, I really feel like that's a sign that YouTube needs to fix their damn copyright enforcement system so people can't abuse it like that. Because there's clearly scenarios where it's clearly a scenario where they need to really fix stuff like that, because if their systems can be abused like that, especially if they're actively going out of their way to harass them or make an attempt to harass them, then that's definitely a sign that YouTube needs to fix their system. Like, I understand they have to be compliant with the law, but there's a difference. There should be a way that they can be up to legal code while still
Oh, yeah.
respecting the privacy of people.
No, you'll pick. Front.
I respect a lot of the members of the detractor community that actually go through the effort to actually make his stuff
Ba.
more palatable.
Hey, Barovi.
If I can. Oh, the power has been shut off. Pay your bills. Shit. Pay bill, $803. There we go. Now everything's back up and running. Social networking status. And
Rinka Shalbum. Yak Lumbek. Befete Falcon. It's Angolimbo.
Orb. Filba. Hit Rob Dogs.
This, Rom. This,
Nothing. Fonza.
this,
Boy. Vinegar. Nesh. Bruce.
Floy Mashard. This, Snap. Rainick.
Lamina Noon. Bruce. Yacht. Yacht. Filba. Yacht. Lock. Filba. Evil. Yacht.
the fact that people are going to those kind of lengths to just fucking fuck with people like that is absolutely insane.
Grasha. Ani Bayumi. Tibu Anamab. Sigluna Rule. Bithanje Yitka. Pule Nagalna. Nebahana. Nubim. Shorg. Branka. Hispa. Niloi Sawata. Risala Kumar. So.
Panda. Snursh.
It's alright.
So.
Alright, reposition that. Rotate that. There we go.
Oh. Yes.
Oh, Royce.
La 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 la. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba.
Ni Wanush. Kabafa. Ni Wat Moanaya. Reg. Hip Imoyu. Bench Moanaya. Kritham. Ni Wanush. Hip Imoyu. Ni Wan. Ku. Beth Moanaya. Ni Wanut. Kabafa.
Pippamoy! Criffum Neeb, Hisha Noibi de Prodi, Neeb Wanush,
Inapreps, Moanaya, Reg, Hip Inweo, Bench, Kabatha, Ambuya, Nabe Wanush, Moanaya, Tombi, Kabatha, Coop Beth, Hip Inweo, Nabe Wanush, Kabatha, Dileesh, Criffum Neeb, Hip Inweo,
Sharnoop, Shab,
Yable grish
Wanoosh.
do. Yable dribbles do.
Ugh.
La 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 la
Choke
la la
poim.
la la
Oh,
la
Gufadufka. Oh, Kabima.
la la la
Yaffiborm.
Swib shaba
Oh,
galambo
dag, dag.
skide belabo
Yaffiborm.
la la
Oh,
la
Chow
la
Wanuba.
la 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 la
Bange Imbo.
Zazie yabble screed do la 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 Grish do Greenud is young Basky Fawa Boro no flea Grimple Sturba Yable Grish do Yable Dribbles do Swib Shaba
Shumba
Grimple
Smirk.
Sturba Yable Grish do Yable Dribbles do La 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 fa 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 Rimple Sturba Yable Grish do Yable Dribbles do fa 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 fa
Not a fish?
Wib Shaba Garlombo Triboskide Belabo La 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 ba 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 ba
Oh.
Yimbara.
To diversify their skill sets a little bit, so that way they have some different things they can do on stream. Plus, having a fairly diverse range of talents or skills that gives them some options. Oh, his computer died. I really wish some of these cheapo starter lots actually had options for more things you could do as far as building on them instead of having to build. get him to push up that extra little bit that he needs. Second, I think they just need to both work normally the remainder of the shift, and they should get their promotion. Oh, nice.
Bemmy Barsp.
Cliff Meb, a Jabu, Jeef, Malanx, Whoozy Schwib, Degree Shabu. Cliff Meb, a Jabu, Jeef, Malanx, Whoozy Schwib, Degree Shabu.
Oops.
Slarb, Brundusha, Gliffle, Slarb. Hib, Hib, Sheep, Noodaloo, Brundusha, Gliffle, Slarb. Cliff Meb, a Jabu, Jeef, Malanx, Whoozy Schwib, Degree Shabu. La la la. Reynard is young. Tasty Power Boro no Flea. Cliff Meb, a Jabu, Jeef, Malanx, Whoozy Schwib, Degree Shabu. Cliff Meb,
He's singing like a Simlish version of "O Canada."
Whoozy Schwib, Degree Shabu. Brundusha, Gliffle, Slarb. Brundusha, Gliffle, Slarb. Hib, Hib, Sheef, Noof.
Yibs. Ruthe, Rodima. Bemmy Barsp.
Cliff Meb, a Jabu, Jeef, Malanx, Whoozy Schwib. La 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 la. Cliff Meb, a Jabu, Jeef, Malanx, Whoozy Schwib, Degree Shabu. Greesh do, Greenard is young. Basky Fawa Boro no Flea. La 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 la.
Geez, the singing skill seems to level really painfully slow.
Greenard is young. Basky Fawa Boro no Flea. Brundusha Gliffle Slarb. Brundusha Gliffle Slarb. Hib Hib Doodaloo. Brundusha Gliffle Slarb. Cliff Meb, a Jabu, Jeef, Malanx, Whoozy Schwib, Degree Shabu. La la, Greesh do, Greenard is young. Basky Fawa Boro no Flea. La 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 la.
relax a little bit before work.
Fitzorapnate, Warna Lumbic, Rapnaquat, Kimberly Zard, Rapnaquat, Mopsy, Zard, Kimberly Mopsy, Vomboverobi, Zard,
Nibs,
Shunavimps, Mopsy, Zard, Vimpa Vint, Blaffa, Mopsy, Save it,
Nibs,
Espinooch. Zard, Blaffa, Moosh, Mopsy, Blaffa, Zard, Mopsy,
I really wish they gave you access to enough perk points in the celebrity tree to actually
Shunavimps, Blaffa,
give you the option to upgrade everything across the whole tree.
Zard,
Oh.
Fitzorapnate, Mopsy, Blaffa,
Trying to get them to kind of climb up the right ladder equally as fast, or at least somewhat equally as fast, given the fact that she wound up getting a bit of an advantage because she started like 3 rank promotions above him.
Ah.
Oh, yips! Irma left! Uh-oh.
So, yeah.
Washu, Russia,
Oh yeah, I think I had to like.
Seneca,
Vula Shaka,
or, Amgo, Seneca, Rogi,
Shimmereja Bean Slobber, Smirks,
Lars, Whistle, Run,
oh,
West, Default,
Torky, Kiss Hut,
Hidprop, Shimmeray, Ganesh, Hidprop, Unkimp.
Chunky boo.
Lunisi. No,
Next got fruit.
Chima Rubu. Babe.
Bon and grab.
Orb. Soup. Goosha.
Darden Duba. Sloopy. Weasel.
Orb. And Frobby. Default.
Oh, you don't. Polina. Sun. Twibble.
Wizard. Flicks. Key boy. System. You don't.
Alright, just doing some inventory management.
Femboy levitate. Nima. Pepis up. Bano.
Lorenzo.
Back. Purdue? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Flicks. Yogs. Orb. And his. Yogs. So what? Soup. And Flurry. Frankie his.
Boy feet. Lip on.
Arfish. Lemonade. And Goosha. Flurry. Ondibug. Skeeves.
This. Oh. Samba.
Alright.
This romp. Short. Back. This Glooby.
Satchel. La 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 with me bajabu la 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 green lava
I forgot the drones had those drones have really shitty batteries in them. There's kind of an interesting exploit with the drones. You can kind of sort of get them to go infinitely if you do certain
lava bimby
certain trainable skills will cause them to kind of go infinitely without their battery dying. But only certain specific ones will. I think playing the guitar, and there's like one or two others that do that. Just kind of alt tabbing while that's kind of going in the background.
Sulfuit TV snar, hafa shumba shifu. Gat nala shuf si tri basularen, zila mitzi spitzi speed, all when suits a black larfen. Babin, oi, 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 oi.
Baseki fawa boro no flea. La 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 la.
Ah.
Yazip,
That the safe house?
Lamita new, Raynick, Inox. Oh, you rev off with Lomi, sick of Sanoosh, Web bitch, peanut bread. What? Ringla, yes enough. Scains ship, Sanoosh, Diample. Quite whopping up. Sick of food, what is it? Ringla, ours is. Fox nut,
Ooh, Ruth,
Roosh, Goosh,
kiss, loosen and zark.
Secret,
Oh,
Janique, I'm.
So, Jim.
Washu, Ilba, Duba.
Ooh, who can I get? Nemo?
Bimbiston net, Chargiwana.
I might as well have him level up his comedy skill a little bit. Like I said, it's always nice having him bring a chat out and pick up a few different skill tracks. Yeah, I think I might call it a stream at this point. Feels like I've been going for a decent enough amount of time. Yeah, well, at least this was a decent test to see how well YouTube streaming works. It seems to actually work pretty nicely. And the low latency mode is nice for chat interaction. It's weird though that the low latency mode seems to lag out the chat display a little bit, where it'll get picked up by something like Restream before it gets picked up by the chat and actually makes it scroll.